Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. We are back again with another Alliance War video. This is Alliance War number 4 in season 21. ASR is going up against Palo. I'm starting on lane 2 in section 1 and then I'm going to do lane 1 in section 2. Now, this war has one of the stupidest deaths that I have had in a really long time. And I'm not going to try to make any excuses. I was playing this war feverish, but it clearly was my own mistake. And I was like extremely unhappy with how I did in this war in general. The only kind of like consolation prize is that this war was won relatively comfortably and wasn't the closest of the wars. We didn't do too well, but it was well enough to secure in the victory. Palo definitely cleared them up relatively well, better than we expected, and we performed ourselves subpar. But let's get to the fight. So here we can see that I'm really not doing a great job managing the Fury stacks at all. I actually haven't really done these strike counter Fury nodes. I typically do strike counter power suppression, but these Fury nodes are cheekier and trickier, and I should have dropped more special attacks without a doubt. And that is my fault, and that is going to come and bite me back in my bottom in the second fight. So quite clearly I should have played this fight better as well. I should have never let opponents get as many Furies. I should have dropped special attacks more frequently, especially in this next fight. So this next fight is going to be against Mephisto, and I'm going to use Warlock for that, which probably isn't like the perfect candidate, but I figured it's a rank 3 Warlock. I can just slowly and casually play it patiently. So as you can see, I didn't boost for the first fight, which is bad, which I'm gonna get talking to probably by my alliance mates. I did apply this a small or medium champion boost for this fight, but I didn't certainly boost nowhere near enough. And again, it goes back to that saying where that is what boosts are for, because quite often you don't need those boosts, but when things go wrong, if you are boosted, more often than not, you will have a chance to correct your mistake, and the fight will finish quicker. Thus, you will just end up making less mistakes, and that's why the boosts are important. So here I make a first mistake. I got parried. Certainly, the fight is not going according to the plan, but at that point, I'm not panicking at all. However, there I miscalculated the distance and then ate a huge heavy attack, which immediately put me in a panic mode. It was like 26k crit, pretty much entire health pool has gone to waste there. And again, if I had any boosts active at all whatsoever, I would be significantly better position, having significantly better position than I do now. And that would also save me from the critical error in this fight where I'm gonna die, which is about to happen here. Here we can see that I parry. The parry green letters pop up on the left side. However, due to assassins, the stun doesn't register, and because of that, I end up eating a hit. Now, if I had any health boost on at all whatsoever, I would have been outside of the assassin's range, because I would have had more health left over. I would have registered my parry, I would have dropped my heavy attack, and the fight would have been over. Simple as that. So even though I definitely didn't play it well at all, ultimately I have nobody else to blame for that fight but myself, due to the simple reason that had I activated even remotely more appropriate boosts, I would have been perfectly fine. And that is that. So I bring in Red Guardian and I finish off the fight. That is it for section 1. Now I can move on to section 2. And here I have Dormammu first and foremost. I think this guy has Vigor on and Indomitable. And I'm going to use Quake for that. I figured I could probably also use Red Guardian. Why not? It was, but I figured I'll go with Quake. I don't get to play Quake too much. I actually will end up not using Red Guardian for a single fight, which is my mistake, because that would have saved me some potions, because I'm going to end up using plenty of heals, because I do make some slip-ups here and there, especially because, yeah, I didn't play all that well. I have had some health issues recently, and it is what it is. But here we can see that obviously Quake with class advantage is putting in a solid amount of work. For this fight in particular, I did activate like a small attack boost and a medium champion boost, so I'm somewhat more comfortably boosted. I didn't want to boost up my health too much, just because I'm running suicides at this point, and that would make me lose even more health. And still, this war wasn't like the cheapest one. It shouldn't have been a tricky war at all. I kind of, again, did it all to myself. And now I'm going to be going up against an Iron Man Infinity War. Could have quite easily used Red Guardian for this fight as well, but I figured and I felt more comfortable with Warlock in this fight. And there's actually going to be another quite silly, annoying mistake by me in this fight. Don't worry, guys, I'm not going to die anymore in this war, but I will make a couple of errors. So here we can see that it's going relatively well. I like this matchup a lot just because of how well you can keep tabs on Iron Man's power. And if you only drop your heavy attacks, there is a quite decent chance that most of the fight Iron Man is not going to have any armor ups up, and you can actually bleed him down as well. The mistake was here where I dropped that level 2 where I shouldn't have. I should have just went up to level 3 and then used that more safely, because that level 2 hit way harder than I thought it would. He pushed him down below 15%, ended up auto blocking and smacking a couple of hits in my face. So that was definitely a mistake. I shouldn't have used that level 2. I should have just patiently saved up level 3. Now next fight is Sentinel mini boss. I don't think it really counts as mini boss, but this Sentinel fight. And here we have that strike, counter, power, suppression, node, plus I think buffet, plus something else. So I'm just gonna parry heavy here with Quake. I think I end up making a mistake at some point, but it's a relatively simple, smooth fight. There's not too much to do, just basically, yeah. Oh yeah, here I eat 2 hits and we can see that one of them crit quite painfully. But yeah, it's just Quake. The trickiest thing I find myself about parry heavying these days is the point up until you get to the corner. I can't really explain it, but I do find at this point using Quake heavy parry, especially if you're not at the corner of the map, significantly harder than heavy dexing Quake. But yeah, anyway, so this fight is over. There's only one more fight left for me to do in the war. That's going to be the Mysterio on that Hurt Locker node. And that's going to be, again, fairly straightforward, simple Quake fight. So not too much action here. I was considering uploading this video together with another Alliance War video. But hey, it's kind of like long enough, I suppose, to have a solo video for this war, but definitely not my greatest war. Not happy at all with how I did. I need to shake myself up a bit and just, well, do better. So here we go. The first first death of the season. Luckily, it's not too critical of a war. It wasn't too close. It wasn't like neck and neck, and I can take solace in that, I suppose. But yeah, so that will pretty much do for today's war video. Again, shout out to Palo guys. They did really well exploring our map as well. And that is it for War 4. We're nearing the midpoint of Season 21. Obviously, everybody is waiting for seasons to finish just to get those juicy rewards. But yeah, that is it for me today. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, then hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all of the buttons. It really would help me out greatly if you share this video with your friends, alliance mates, if you recommend them my channel. I am currently trying to push for 30,000 subscribers, and hopefully also trying to improve my channel and upload more diverse videos and all that good stuff. So yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that other good stuff. But that is it for me today, and I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.